Hi everyone, this side Karishma here. Welcome to my YouTube channel Nursing Code. I'm a psychiatric master specialized nurse and today we are going to see about purpose of administration. In my last video, I have explained about the elements of administration. If you are new to our channel, you can subscribe our channel Nursing Codebook. If you are already a Nursing Codebook family, you can see the video of purpose of administration. So I'll just explain you the simple points of purpose of administration, which will be very easy for you to remember in your examination. So let us see the first point of purpose of administration. The first point of purpose of administration is providing a quality care to a patient. Providing quality care to patient. This quality care is met by ensuring safe, best and evidence-based care. By ensuring safe, best and evidence-based care. Example, when any healthcare professionals is providing a care to a patient, they should be ensuring that the vitals are monitored regularly and the procedures need to be done on time and the medication needs to be administered on time. So if these all criteria are following, then the quality care to a patients are met. So the first point is providing a quality care to a patient. Now we will see the second point of purpose of administration. So the second point is maintaining standard of practice. Maintaining standard of practice. So how this standard of practice are maintained? So we should be ensure that all the legal, ethical and professional standard should be included while providing a care to a patient. Right? I'll just give you one example. While providing a care to a patient, right? So to avoid an infection, all the infection control measures needs to be applied. Why it is important? To avoid the hospital acquired infection. So in this way, we are meeting the professional criteria of a standard of a care, right? And when we are providing any procedure, we should be documenting each and every medication that is given, when it is given and which route it is given. This all should be recorded so that to avoid the legal complications, right? So the second point is maintain standard of practice. The third point is efficient use of resources. Efficient use of resources. So why efficient use of resources is important? It is important because to avoid the wastage, right? So timely. Why efficient use of resources is important? To avoid the wastage. So we should be ensuring that proper time, equipment, okay, and resource are being utilized. And why it is important? To avoid the wastage. Example, when any healthcare professionals are assigned a task of a patient, so they should always receive a patient nearby wards instead of receiving the patient too far. Example, I'll just say कि one nurse has received a patient room number 13 and 14. So this 13 and 14 room number is nearby. This will help us to save the time while providing a care to a patient. Now if nurse has received a room number 14 and room number 50, so this 40 and 50 is too far. The word is too far, right? Now while giving a care to a patient to room number 14 and 250, nurse will utilize a lot of time from moving one place to another. To avoid the wastage of time, they should always get a patient who is near. They should always get a patient nearby their ward instead of too far ward. So this will come under efficient use of resources. Okay, so the fourth point is supporting staff members. This is very important, guys. And how administration can support a staff members? By organizing a workshop. Okay, they can organize a workshop. Why? To upgrade their skills of a professional, and also they can provide a flexible shift hours. Okay, they can provide a flexible shift hours to ensure the healthcare professionals are maintaining a proper work-life balance. Now, if a healthcare professional has delivered a new child, right, having a small child, if she is getting a benefit of flexible shift hour, she can manage the professional work and also she can manage the personal work as well. So this is very important, the arranging of workshop to upgrade their skills, and also she should be getting some advantage in the hospital itself so that she can also maintain the personal life and professional life. So in this way, the supporting staff members are met. Next is, the fifth point is, the public trust is very important. Public trust should be there. How this public trust is maintained? The hospital should create a good image. Okay, the hospital should create a good image about the hospital, and there should be a proper staff members for each department. So in this way they can gain a public trust, and should have a clear transparencies while explaining about any procedure to a patient in a very simple language. And in this way they can gain a public trust, and more patient will come to a particular hospital, and this will enhance the good image of the hospital. So this is one point about the purpose of administration. Okay, and the sixth point is ensuring proper coordination. Ensuring proper coordination among departments. Okay, so proper coordination amongst departments are very important. There should be a proper coordination between the nursing, medical and the other, so that smooth running of a hospital can be met. So the coordination among the departments are very important. So let us revise once again what we have seen in purpose of administration. The first point is providing a quality care to a patient. So how quality care is met? We should be doing a safe, best and evidence-based care. And how this is possible? By giving a medication on time, ensuring that all the procedures are done on time, and proper documentation, right? The second point is maintaining a standard of a practice, which will include legal, ethical and professional standard. So when they are doing any procedure, they should meet the criteria so that all the three standards are met on time, right? The third point is efficient use of resources. So whatever resources or equipments and the timing that they are utilizing, this should be efficiently used. Why? To avoid the wastage. And the fourth point is supporting the staff members so that they can upgrade their skills, and also they can maintain the proper work-life balance into their professional and personal life also. They can grow themselves in their personal and professional life. The fifth point is ensuring that they can gain a public trust in hospital. And how it is possible? Developing a good image about the hospital by being polite, being punctual and creating a clear transparencies while explaining a procedure to a patient. And the last point is there should be a proper coordination among the different departments so that the facilities should run smoothly without any deviation. So these are the purpose of administration, that you can just remember it very quickly, and this will be very useful for your examination. Okay, so in the next video we'll see about the philosophy and principle of administration. So once again, thank you everyone for joining us. If you have any doubt in any topic which you need help from us, you can comment below in our comment section. Okay, and you can, if you are new to our channel, you can subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.